don't remember exactly how it happened, but I know that he asked me a few questions about what I did. And I told him we had oral sex. And then he said, I don't remember exactly what he said, but he was surprised, I know.
It was a scene that a writing contest judge once told me could never have happened between a father and his daughter. I opened my novel with it because it did happen. Because those kinds of surprising teaching opportunities with our children so often do happen. And we need to try to be ready for them.
So one of the reasons I feel like I have such a close relationship with my dad is because my mom died when I was 3. So I basically grew up with my dad being my mom and my dad.
Take all of your wasted honor.
Ralph Waldo Emerson has a quote I love. He says, "Write in whatever language you will, you'll only ever say who you are." And who I was at the time I started this novel was a father trying to figure out what to tell his daughter about sex, and a lover trying to solve my own problems with jealousy.
Say what you need to say.
I wanted to say what Jane Goodall had to say at a time when it was very difficult to be truthful about the reality of primate violence and the capacity for human evil. That it's better to face up to the facts, however unsettling, than to live in denial.
I started thinking about our own aggressive tendencies and how obviously they've been inherited from an ancient primate past.
Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say.
I wanted to open a dialogue about what it means to move our species morally forward.
Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say.
From an evolutionary perspective, reproduction and survival are eternally intertwined. And if we're ever going to progress beyond primitive reflexes for violence and sex, we have to get better at making conscious choices about both.
I just have this absolute belief that humans are moving away from cruelty and destruction towards a time when we can truly live in harmony with nature, when we understand that there is a spiritual power around us from which we can draw strength. And that is where I believe human destiny ultimately is taking us. I just hope we have time.
I asked Frans de Waal how we would ever unite liberals and conservatives and creationists and evolutionists. He answered without hesitating. He said, by emphasizing family values.
I would say my dad is more spiritual than religious. If you met him and knew his values and morals, you would think the way he lives that he probably would be a Christian.
What we teach our children about sex is the most important thing we'll ever say.
It's better to say too much than never to say what you need to say again.
To learn more about The Goddess and the Truth, and to earn sustainable income for your family, school, charity, and female political candidate, please visit thegoddessandthetruth.com.